everyone. I'm Dr. Kavita Kholkare. I'm working as a Director of Physical Education at SMRK College. I'm a Secretary of Khelrang Fitness and Sports Science Association, and I'm a founder of Kavita Sports and Fitness. As we all know that we are locked down at home and we really need to do something. So online learning, and it is one of the best thing. So first of all, I congratulate Indian Institute of Scientific Research and Analysis and District Sports Office Aurangabad for organizing this wonderful program on sports and health education. As we all know, health is very important for each and everyone. If we are healthy, we can fight with anything. We can fight with the COVID-19 also. As we should support to the Indian government, we should be at home and keep on learning. And as you keep on learning, one day you're going to be a wonderful person. Once again, I congratulate and thanks Dr. Uday Dogre. I thanks Dr. Sandeep Jagtap and Dr. Umesh Rathi for their painting effort for such a wonderful online program. I thankful to all the participants for utilizing their time in online learning, and definitely this online learning will be helpful to them. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone. I wish you all a good health and happiness. We all know life is very precious for each and everyone, and fitness plays a very important role in our life. Through the fitness, we can be happy, we can be healthy, and we can be save ourselves from many of the disorders. It is said that fitness adds years in your life. So keep doing exercise, be fit, and make yourself healthy. It is a great saying by the Brooke Griffin: the healthier you are, the better you will perform. Value your health and fitness. There is always a time to make a time. We see the scenario, there are so many people, they come and say, we don't have a time to do the exercise. We are so busy schedule, we cannot go for an exercise. But it is always, if you make yourself healthier, you'll perform better. Because exercise, your fitness, your health directly affect your performance. So it is always value your health, value your fitness, and there is always a time to make a time. You can find it at a time and you can go for an exercise. So just think about this great saying and follow the healthier lifestyle. Now we move to the next. It is always important to make a fitness, but exactly the question comes, how to go with the fitness. There are so many people, they ask the question, how to do the fitness. If they are going for a fitness, some people, they only do cycling, some they only jogging, or somebody, they do the household work and they say we are going for fitness and we are doing a fitness. So exactly what does it mean when you go for fitness and how it is really helpful for you? So here it comes with the health related fitness. It's a type of fitness that help you to live longer, improve quality of life, and especially it avoid the hypokinetic disease. So health related fitness, or fitness what you are doing as a common person, is important for each and everyone, whether you're a sports person and whether you're a non-sports person. It need a well-rounded program to hit all the 5 components, whatever the 5 components of health related. Whenever you're talking about a fitness, whenever you're making a fitness and you're doing a fitness exercise or something, so you should have need of all 5 components of fitness. And the special thing is easier to improve than the skill fitness. You should work on fitness, health related fitness components first, and it should start always from simple to complex. Start with the exercise that is simple and then go to the complex. So exactly what health related fitness includes, the first is cardiorespiratory endurance, or it is called a cardiovascular capacity. It is the capacity of the lungs and heart to work for a longer duration time. The next comes with the muscular endurance. It is the efficiency of your muscles to work for a longer time. And muscular strength, it is important to how your muscles are strengthened and how it is toned. And the last come is the flexibility, is the ability of your joint to exert. It is the ability of your joint for the maximum range of motion. And the last comes with the body composition. As body composition, body is constituent of so many factors. It is consist of fat, then muscles, then bone density, and there are so many things. So exactly if you'll know what is your body composition, what content is more, whether it is a fat and a muscle, so exactly you can work for a proper guidance and you can get the result. So after completing the health related fitness components, we'll move towards the factors affecting health. Exactly, we should be aware exactly what are the factors that is affecting our health. Sometimes we know everything, our health is deteriorating, it is going down, and we are not able to understand what are the things, what are the factors that is affecting our health. So here we can see the most important factor that is affecting our health is lifestyle. It is 53% our 53% of our lifestyle affect our health. So we can see the scenario like we don't have a, sometimes we give the reason we don't have time, we maximally use all vehicles, we don't walk, and for the household work also we are all dependent on the machines and all. So it is definitely what is your lifestyle, whether you have active lifestyle or whether you are just having your work in a sitting position for a longer time, so you don't go for any kind of exercise. So that is also the one of the reason, and that creates some multiple kind of disorders and problem related to the lifestyle disorders. So next comes with the environment, and of course we people are human as is a very intelligent rather than the other species. So environment is also affecting our health, a lot of pollution, a lot of the problems related to the global warming and all. So environment, these two things, lifestyle and environment conditions, they are in our hand to change the things. Next we can see with the genetics. Of course genetics plays a very important role in our health, but genetics we cannot change, we cannot work on genetics, so fulfilling the good health. But of course the lifestyle and environmental factors that is in our control, we can work on that, and definitely we can achieve the good health. And the last one is given over here is healthcare, that plays a 10% role. And again if you are going for regular exercise, if you have increased your immunity, so we can reach to the certain level, and we can have the good health. So next come here, a healthy lifestyle has a reward. So even my questions too is, what do you feel, your healthy lifestyle has a reward or not? So if you'll ask me a question, so I always say a healthy lifestyle has a reward. And especially when you follow a healthy lifestyle, so definitely your children, your family member will follow that healthy lifestyle, and that is exactly a reward. We cannot purchase it and we cannot buy it, we cannot sold it also. So there are so many rewards that we can feel it. So the first it comes here, it controls the stress level. As we live in the world with the so many fast, everything going on very fast, so there's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress level. So when you're going for regular and healthy lifestyle, regular exercise and healthy lifestyle, so you can control the stress level also, you can bear the pressure, whatever the pressure is on you related to the mental pressure or something, you can bear it with them, you can work it out. The next comes with the increases self-esteem and confidence. If you'll see the people, those who are in exercise and a healthy lifestyle, you can feel they are always happy, they are healthy, and that they have a different level of confidence, and they have a different self-esteem also. Next is give you the energy. As we all know, when going for regular exercise and also, this give a lot of energy to you for a longer time. And sometimes the people, they complain, oh, we won't be able to work for a long time, we don't have an endurance level, we get our energy loss. So as you continue with your working on yourself related to the physical and mental both, you increase your energy, you have a lot of reservoir of energy, and then you work in a good way. And last comes with the, you give an active body which aid in you sleeping well. There are so many people, they complain about sleeping, we won't be able to sleep at night properly, we are under the stress, or there are so many thought process. So it is one of the best thing when you follow a good healthy lifestyle. So you sleep it early, you wake up early, and you follow the good rhythm of your day. So the now next question comes, who controls your life? So if you're controlling your life by your own, so definitely you want a happy and a peaceful and a healthy life. If it is not controlled by you, it is something mess. So check yourself right now, whether you are suffering from a high blood pressure, diabetes, or any kind of back pain or a leg pain or something. So if you're suffering from all these problems, or you're under the pressure always, so I feel it, you are not controlling your life. So exactly who should control your life, whether you or someone else, or it is controlled by you or the someone else. So let's think about that, who control your life. In the previous slide, I have asked the question, who controls your life? So obviously the question's answer will be, we control our life. So if we are controlling our life, so definitely we are healthy and happy. We don't have any kind of syndrome or any kind of disease or disorder. So just let's have a check. Have you got metabolic syndrome? So the first things come, whether you are having a high blood triglycerides, whether you have a high blood pressure, just check your waist also, whether you are having a abdominal obesity. Check your high blood pressure. If you are having a high blood pressure or high glucose level, that is also associating with the disorder. And next come with the high density of lipoproteins. So these all combining things will get to the metabolic syndrome, and it is affecting to your health. So till now we have seen exactly what is health and what are the problems we face in our health. Like previously we have seen the metabolic syndrome. So next the question comes, exactly what should we do for our health? How to go for an exercise? So here will come with the exercise prescription. As we go to the doctor and we tell our problem, this is the problem and we are facing this thing. So doctor give always a prescription. So here also it's an exercise prescription. The people, those who want certain kind of health and fitness, so definitely they should follow these kind of exercise prescription. So here comes with when you're making about an exercise and you're starting with your fitness, so definitely the 4 factors makes up a very important role, that is a frequency, intensity, time and type. Sometimes the people ask me a question ki, okay, from last 6 months we are doing exercise but we haven't lose the weight even 1 kg. So exactly what's the problem? Because you have a goal to reduce the weight and you are not working on the correct intensity. So intensity plays a very important role. How intensely you're working out, what is your frequency of exercise, whether you are doing for half an hour regular, how many days and how many hours in a day, and time, what is the duration of exercise, and exactly the most important type is what kind of activity you're doing. If you're going for a regular walk every day and you're expecting it should reduce your weight, so it is not going to be helpful. Then next comes with the things ki how should be the combination of exercise. So it should be the combination of exercise, aerobic exercise also, that is increases your cardiovascular endurance, and it should increase it should involvement of resistance exercise also. There are a lot many misconception about the people ki okay, we go for a walk so it is enough for us, we go for running, that is enough for us, we don't need any kind of resistance exercise. But resistance exercise, weight training is mandatory for everyone. It should have an involvement of at least 2 to 3 days in a week, and it should be mandatory for each and everyone to go for the resistance training. And here it is more important, if you are following your regular routine of following an exercise, it should be a progression in your regular exercise. It should use uploading the exercise. If you're going for a 2-kilometer walk or 2-kilometer running, so definitely after some time, after some duration of 15 days or something, you should increase to 2.5. so that will give the progression in your fitness program, and that is affecting and that is giving the good result. Now, after seeing the exercise prescription, this is more important to know about the training zone. Exactly what kind of training zone, in which training zone you are working. So first of all, working before in training zone, you should know what is the objective of your exercise, for what you are doing exercise. If take an example, you are doing exercise. If take an example of exercise doing for losing the weight, so definitely you have to work on a fitness zone where you have to burn your fat. Some people, they are working for the endurance kind of training, those who are in a sports or something, preparing for a higher level of sports. And then again, it's some people, they are working for the performance training. So there are the various training zones, so you have to find it out exactly for what you are working. So first it comes with the healthy heart zone, that is called a warm-up, or for a common people, like if you say you're going for an exercise regularly just to maintain your health and just to go for an exercise, so at least you should work with the 50 to 60% of your heart rate. This is more important to work on a correct intensity, that is you should work on 50 to 60% of your heart rate. And this is the easiest level and the ideal for those who just beginning their fitness level. If you're beginning with your exercise, so you should do your training in this zone where your heart rate is 50 to 60%. So next comes with the fitness zone, that is a fat burning process. This is one of the biggest problem, where the people wanted to reduce the weight, but reducing the weight, but you are not working on the correct intensity. So 60 to 70% of your heart rate, slightly more intense than the healthy heart rate zone. So whatever the previously we have seen the zone 50 to 60%, you have to come bit higher than that. The intensity should be higher. Next come with the aerobic zone. Here it is comes with the endurance training. 70 to 80% of your heart rate. It improves the cardiovascular endurance. It increases in addition to the strengthening the heart. Because again, when you talk about aerobic zone, so we are more preparing for the endurance activity, and we can train the players also in this zone where your heart rate or your intensity is 70 to 80%. It is the preferred zone for those who are training for the endurance. As I given the example of the people, those who are working for their endurance event, for marathons, for football players, where you demand more of endurance activity. So the next comes with the anaerobic zone, that is especially comes with the performance training. As we all know, anaerobic zone where all the moments, all the events are very quickly and in a very short duration. So there we need a 80 to 90% of 90% of heart rate. So benefit of this zone is include to an improved of VO2 max, that increases your maximal oxygen carrying capacity. That is the greatest amount of oxygen that can be consumed during exercise, and higher lactate tolerance and greater ability to fight fatigue. Because in this zone, whatever the oxygen is inside you, that is used by your body, and you perform the activity in the absence of oxygen. So the next comes with the red line on the maximum effort. It is 90 to 100% of your HR. We have seen many players, those who are working at the international athletes, so they work in under this zone, but this comes under the red line. You should do kind of exercise, such kind of training where you're using 90 to 100% of your heart rate in the supervision of some specialists, some trainers, or the people those who are working in this field from a longer time. So a very high intense level, and only suitable for a short bursts by those who are already in very good shape. So the new person cannot go for red line or this kind of training. The people those who are working already from a longer duration and they want to work. So exactly. So now after completing the training zone, knowing about the training zone, what should be the training zone, how to go with the maximum heart rate and all, we have to focus on strength training, as it is a mandatory for everyone to maintain the health related fitness. So strength training plays a very important role. Just I wanted to talk about misconception what the people they have, especially with the female. We should not go for strength training if it will increase our weight or it will increase our body like a male. So just to mention over here, strength training is always have a benefit for the female. It's not going to you don't have to worry about that you're going to look like a male or something. You will develop your body like that because you are not having that kind of hormone in your body. So just keep on doing a strength training for getting a benefit of that. Especially strength training have a benefit to maintain your bone density, it develop your muscle mass, and it maintain your muscle mass. So it is important for doing a strength training program, as it is a method of improving muscular strength, gradually increasing the ability to resist force through the use of free weight machines or the person's own body weight. It is not necessary that you should go for strength training with dumbbells or some kind of, gym machines only. It should go for with your own body resistance also. You can use your body as a resistance and you can go for the strength training program. Here we can see in a picture that strength training, we have two red color, that is a hypertrophy and hypertrophy endurance. So exactly here also we should understand exactly for what we are in strength training. Sometimes you see the young boys and also they are more working towards the hypertrophy of a muscle. They wanted to see more musculature and more triceps and biceps. So they are working for the hypertrophy of a muscle. Exactly, we can work for the muscular endurance also. There will not see the hypertrophy of a muscle, but it will work for more. Your muscle is going to work longer duration of time. So here you see the resistance, free weight and machines. These things are helpful for making your hypertrophy of muscle and the muscular endurance. The next comes with the, here you can see the body weight. You can use your own body weight. The great program as long as combined with the strength and the resistance training. You can combine the exercise program where you have other kind of exercise also, and you can have the resistance training also. And the scientists and the experts say that strength training with additional resistance or weight is the best. First you can start with the own body resistance, and then later on you can add the weight. And as you have completed and as you are comfortable with that particular weight, definitely you should overload it with the. So in the next coming slide we can see here the number of repetition, that is 1 RM is repetition per max. So one side we can see the 1 RM maximum weight in a percentage. Here we can see the repetition, and the third we can see the type of training. So if you're looking for the muscular endurance, strength and stamina, or strength and endurance, so definitely you can have the number of repetitions more, and with the 1 RM, or the weight should be less. As we gradually go down here, we can see if you want to increase your muscle power or a muscle size, so definitely your repetition should be less than the repetition of endurance, and the weight should be higher, weight should be more. Then next we'll come down to the yellow shade. Here you can see the strength is maximum. When you need a maximum strength training, you need to work for explosive strength and kind of thing. So there you should use 85% in 80 to 85 to 95%, and the repetitions will be definitely less. And if you'll talk about the 100% of 1 RM, so there you have to go for only one single repetition, and 1 RM test is used for testing the strength also. So while making an exercise program for a good health and healthy lifestyle, we have seen the components, that is the cardiorespiratory endurance, how to make a program and how to go with the training zone. Then we have seen the strength training, and strength training it will increase with muscular endurance, muscular strength. Now next come with the body composition. We can see in a picture, if you see the differentiation between the male and female, so definitely the male have a more musculature body rather than the female. If you'll see the percentage wise about the fat, so female is having a more fat rather than the male. So there are the variations in male and female. So but of course through the body composition machine, or with the in-body test, or using the fat caliper, we'll come to know exactly what kind of fitness we are looking, and exactly we have to work on muscles or we have to work on a fat. Now to know about the body assessment, there are the various methods used for the body assessment. There are the direct assessment of body composition. In this technique, one technique involved dissolving the body in a chemical solution to determine the fat and fat-free components of the mixture. So this is one of the more reliable to know about your fat percentage in a muscle. The other technique involves the physical dissection of fat-free adipose tissues, muscles, and bones. So generally these are the direct methods, and we don't use such kind of methods in a day-to-day routine. We more use with the calipers, that is a fat caliper we use with the Tenita machine, or you can say the in-body machines, to find it out the body composition of a person, and through knowing the body composition we work accordingly. And if you'll talk about the direct assessment of body composition, it is time consuming, it required the specialized laboratory and equipment, and involve ethical questions and legal problems in obtaining the, and it is only used for the research purpose. As for the healthy lifestyle, we have seen the body composition, cardiovascular endurance training program, training zone. Now we can see here 4 things for fitness success. We can make it a mantra also. You should have a healthy food, you should have regular exercise, and the most important thing, you have to think and believe. Unless and until you will not think, you will not believe that it can happen. You can have a good body, you can have a healthy lifestyle. You cannot proceed for the healthy lifestyle, you cannot proceed with the good fitness level. Now it's time to conclude the session of fitness, a healthy lifestyle. So definitely I'm going to share the few tips what you can take at home. Do regular exercise at least 30 minutes a day. It is recommended by American College of Sports Medicine and American Council of Exercise to do 30 minutes of exercise in a day. Second is use a combination of exercise which includes all the components of fitness and involve meditation and pranayam too. Of course, we'll talk about a health, so it is not only the physical health, we have to take care of our mental health also, and meditation and pranayam definitely take you to the some different kind of thing, and that will help you to keep yourself calm and mentally healthy. Next, it comes with the find out the objective of doing exercise. Of course, you are working, you are doing exercise, but sometimes we don't know exactly for what we are working. What is the objective of doing exercise? We wanted to lose the weight, but we are not able to do because we don't know exactly what is the objective. So find it an objective of doing exercise and then proceed with the proper exercise program. The next come, train yourself under the proper training zone. It is most important thing. Whenever you know your objective of doing exercise, so definitely you can understand what should be your training zone, what kind of training you should do, and if you are finding it a proper training zone, if you're finding it a proper exercise program, you're going to get it the proper result. Then next comes specially work for visceral fat and abdominal fat. Research shows that after the age of 35, the more female and male are susceptible to the abdominal fat and more visceral fat. So we have to work on that way also. Sometimes the people come and say, "Yo, we have an all perfect body, but just we want to reduce our abdominal obesity." So just think about your abdominal fat. Just know your abdominal fat, visceral fat through the body composition machine, and find it out what kind of exercise you should go, and how with the combination of proper nutrition and proper exercise you can reduce the visceral fat and abdominal obesity. And lastly, just be consistent in your efforts. Sometime you start doing exercise, you go for 1 month, and then later on say, okay, that's fine, now it's okay, I will not do, it's fine. So it is more important to be consistent in your efforts. Keep on doing exercise, and definitely you will increase lot of immunity, lot of improvement in your health, and definitely you will add number of years in your. As we have covered the whole topic, thank you so much each and every one of you for hearing me patiently, and I'm thankful to the organizer also. And just keep awareing more and more people towards the health and fitness, and definitely one day will be the Fit India, and definitely we can support the Fit India movement towards with this kind of awareness. Thank you so much.